Or did it stop playing?
Yes, ma'am. I started back. I had to go live on YouTube. I forgot.
Okay. Love and light, everyone.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Love and light, big mama.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Love and light, Big Mama.
Love and light, Big Mama.
Love
Love
and
and
light.
light, big mama.
Love and light.
First of all, I want to honor the God in myself first, and then I would like to honor the God in each and one of you, and that we all be in our God seats today and forevermore in all of our affairs, and that the God seat is the leaning and the reigning factor over all things. And so I want to welcome our newly honored Lady Dancing Son to the platform. And as part of the platform, as I would say, the host, co-host, all at one. And so I want to honor the God in you as well. And we're forward to finishing up our campaign of forgiveness and the word itself. And I thought about a lot of what we could talk about today and whatever else that you feel that we can add to the equation to help everybody on this campaign to, you know, I wrote on the board today that forgiveness is a lifestyle worth living.
Ashe.
And so I wrote that in red today because I want it to be a living word as we move through life, that we are living, being the word and living the word and let the word live through us. And so I want to pause for a minute and give you an opportunity to do your introduction of yourself and how things are going to flow today. And so with that, I yield.
Ashe, Ashe. And giving honor to my own divinity and to the divinity in each of you as well.
Yeah.
I love you so much, Empress. Feeling the peace in your spirit that's ruling and reigning, and it's vibrating at a higher frequency. I'm receiving a higher frequency from you than I usually do, and it puts me at ease. And I'm grateful and trusting that everybody else's divinity is just as joyful and peaceful as mine is right now. I'm grateful to be in the presence in the midst of such divine greatness always, and also as our souls continue to journey to merge with Holy Spirit along this forgiveness lifestyle route we're taking right now.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying it, learning about the things that have and do and can offend me, and also how committed I am to my own soul's spiritual growth, my own soul's freedom, my own soul's divine expression of being, just how much I love my soul. And with that commitment and that love comes letting go and choosing to respond righteously to every offense and accepting and embracing all of the offenses as opportunities to be divine. And so that's how I'm thinking about it and following your lead today as all as all and the lead of everyone, because
Yeah.
what I came to realize is that it's a mutual exchange of energy. I call that me time.
Yeah.
MEE, mutual exchange of energy, right? So
Love it.
that's what I feel like I'm having with everyone during this metaphysical Bible study, is a mutual exchange of energy. It's our me time. We're here for ourselves, and as we put out, as we transmit why we're here, whether we do it verbally or whether we're just doing it from our heart to heart.
Yeah.
It's eliciting something from the next one. So even as we share, I find that it inspires someone else to connect to what the energy we've just put out during this forgiveness campaign. So we can empathize, we can comment, we can send vibrations and frequencies that help each other along. So it's just a real mutual exchange of energy time. And with that, I hope I introduced myself and my thoughts about why I'm here. I'm Lady Dancing Sun. Everybody knows me already. And I'm just grateful to be in the midst. I thank you and honor you all. I yield.
Well, Ashe, it's how, as I have expressed to you, that it's you expressing you, the way you express you, and that everybody understands that it's your divinity expressing itself through your words, through your demeanor, through us exchanging energies, and likewise. So it's how you see it is the way it is. So I want you to always remember that, and you'll go far because of that. For the rest of everyone else, we trust that your divinity is growing in the way that it's desired to express itself. A lot of times, because of this word here, um, it can regulate how far you go. And in forgiveness is the word itself, forgive. You are for giving. You're giving your divinity as their transgressions that is perpetrated upon us. And a lot of our unforgiveness have to do with past childhood trauma more so than adult, although we do experience it, but a lot of times it's piled on top of our childhood traumas of past transgressions that have been perpetrated upon us as children. And then as we grow up, more have piled on to it. And so, what I came to realize today in me writing that we look at the poison fruit that come from the unforgiveness. And I said, I didn't want to stay so much on the unforgiveness because it's a word that can rain more havoc in our lives than what we intend to have. So I want to more focus on the word forgive than the because it has a nature of a spirit. And so what spirit do we want and desire to have in our lives depend on the word itself, whether you want to do this lifestyle change and live a life of forgiveness on the spot. And when we don't, what fruits is it bearing? So I want to really focus on the fruit of forgiveness and what all that brings us. Can we do that today? And I would like for folks to interact with me today, interact with us, Lady Dancing Sun, because we still going to pass the basket today. I emptied it and I put a new fresh bag in there so I could, catch it for everybody. Okay? Right. So I want everybody to interact with us and tell us some of the fruits of what forgiveness can bring us. So I'm going to erase this so you can tell me. We're going to add some words because everything has a vibratory frequency, right? And so we want to know what kind of fruits will forgiveness bring us. Because we already know what kind of fruit unforgiveness bring us. So I don't want to so much focus on that. Don't you think, Lady Dancer, we should focus on the fruit of the spirit
Ashe,
and
yes,
goodness of it? Yeah.
absolutely.
All right.
What we feed gets fat, so let's
That's
feed
right.
the the fruit of the spirit so it can expand in our worlds,
Yeah.
realms.
All right. So if people can unmute themselves, unmute your mics, right? And tell me some of what kind of fruits have you experienced since you've been on the forgiveness campaign?
I would like to start off by saying peace of mind.
Love and light to you. All right. So can you tell me some of the fruit of forgiveness that you've experienced?
I said peace of mind.
Okay.
Thirst or desire to learn.
Okay. Anyone else?
I've released a lot of toxins from my body, meaning a lot of pain has begun to release itself from my body since I've learned to let go in forgiveness of those that have caused much harm to me.
Ashe.
I've experienced clear thinking so I can be a better version of a person for my grandchildren.
Say that to me one more time, sweetheart.
Well, there's a couple of things, but one I want to really focus on was uh, being a better person for my grandchildren to thrive.
Okay. That's nice.
Thank you, Mama.
So mine was clarity. And I think that's what Miss Williams said, Sister Williams said too. Clear thinking. An incident happened with my son the other day, but I immediately forgave him. I didn't sleep well that night, but when I woke up, I knew I had forgiven him because my mind was clear and I was able to think forward, think in my higher self, in my highest frequency. And I know that's because I forgave him immediately.
Okay.
Love and light.
Love and light.
When I forgave, it gave me favor and it gave me a clear, erased my debt with the with karma, with the cosmos.
Okay.
Love and light. I feel like a relief. I feel a relief, like like it seemed like I was feeling guilty for doing I was carrying someone else's guilt. So I feel a relief, like I'm not carrying somebody else's burdens. And I yield.
Okay. Okay.
Love and
Miss
light.
May?
Somebody going, or I could go.
Okay.
I could go.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, everyone. I would say being more accepting of matters and situation and how people are as well as I am, and being more understanding.
We have Miss Della Reese next.
Love and
Okay.
light family. Love and light family. First of all, I want to say to Mama Dancing Shoe, you always did a wonderful job, and I love you with all my heart. I know Empress taught you where you need to be at, and now I'm just so proud of you. I'm proud of Empress too because Empress brought me a mighty long way. But the other day, this lady tried to start an argument with me. And I told her, I say, Miss, I say, I'm happy. I say, I don't know what happened to you, what went on in your day. I say, but I forgive you for whatever you're going through. I say, I'm not a nasty person. I say, I love you. I said, can I get a hug? And she said, yes. And it made me feel good because I know I didn't feed into that negative that she was trying to carry. So I just told her, I say, I love you. And I hugged her. And before she left, she said, Miss, I need that hug because I was going through a lot. I say, sometimes a smile, a hello, a good morning, or a hug can make another person's day go on. If you forgive that person, it'll make your day feel good because you know that you did the right thing. And I yield.
So it's helping you to on the spot just forgive as a resolution up front, then it letting it be the last thing that we do. You're practicing letting it be the first and seeing the person for what the spiritual self wants you to see about the person instead of looking at the offense. That's powerful. All right. Who's next?
Cookie.
Love and light. I find that it's causing me to be more compassionate. And I yield.
All right. That's really what she had just described too. So you just repackaged it and like that to be more compassionate and see others from that perspective than to be mad at them because of what they're doing. Thank you. All right.
New
Who's
Gwen.
next? Hi, Gwen.
Hi, love and light, everyone.
Love and light.
I feel alchemized. Like there's a change when you forgive. And in my unforgiveness, I was able to forgive myself. And in doing that, I find myself like thinking about my past and some of the things I did. And then I can remember some of the people that I may have offended, and I'll go back and ask them for forgiveness from me. So I'm like, oh, John Doe, I forgive you. Forgive me. So in my unforgiveness, I'm able to change that and turn it into a positive.
Wonderful. I like the word alchemize. That's to the purest form of energy. I love that. Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you. I hear.
All right. Anybody else?
We have Amanda.
Okay.
You have to unmute, my dear.
Thank you. Love and light. Once I forget, I was given forgiveness myself, and it really cleared the darkness away from me, and I was able to open up my heart more and be more open-minded to my spiritual world instead of being in the flesh all the time. Just being able to release the negativity.
Okay.
And being forgiven, you know, that's the best thing that, you know, one of the best things somebody can tell you is that they forgive you. And you know they mean it. I yield.
I'm hearing that recurring theme of being more spiritually minded and less carnally minded in our responses and how we see others. We have Empress B.
Yes, Empress. Mystical Lady Thunderbird. She's working, so she put in the chat a load being lifted. So I just wanted to say that since she's
Okay.
working.
Can you speak up just a little bit?
Yes. Mystical Lady Thunderbird, she put in the chat that she's working. She can't unmute, but her answer was a load being lifted.
Okay. Tell her duly noted. Okay.
Anyone else?
We have a YouTube. Lovely Daniels says it feels righteous being the change you want to see.
Ashe. Brother Osiris's encouragement, always.
Wow.
We have two more, Empress. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Sister Tanya.
Hi, I feel unstuck. Forgiving self has released me from feeling stuck. I can see others as I'd like to be seen. I can put myself in their shoes and see it from their side, not just one side at my side. But I definitely, since I've forgiven myself, feel more freedom of movement to go forward. I yield.
Okay. Wonderful.
Ashe. That freedom is real. We have Sister Sharon next.
Okay.
Love and light.
Love
I would
and
say, I'm sorry. I would say forgiveness has helped me to have humility.
Mm.
Okay.
Sister Tanya, did you want to speak again, or do you need to lower your hand?
I have to lower my hand. I'm sorry.
No worries. That looks like everyone.
Okay. So as you can see, the power behind forgiveness is an act of freeing ourselves from the blockage that the other word brings. And so we have to recognize the power of the word itself and what it can do for us and our spirit selves. And knowing that we have all the power within ourselves to bring about a change in our lives just from the power of the word itself.
Ashe.
And how it affects our thinking, and how it can bring distort thinking to us, imbalance, as we've talked about insanity, doing the same thing. That's a word that you want to stay away from, the unword, because it brings that insanity back, that if you think that you can get anything resolved by using the one that is on, okay, and that's where I'm gonna say it, the on. That we recognize that the power is in forgiveness. And that's something you always want to give. In all your giving and getting, give forgiveness in our lives. It lightens our load in the path that we walk. And, over the past several days of my life, I've had things to happen to me in the last week or so that has caused me to make sure that I'm walking right. Because that just happened to me. I've been examining myself, and I'm on track. And even though there have been things and events that happen in my life that could be justified in unforgiveness because of deceit, I choose the higher road always. And that it has given me more pleasure to be in the walk of forgiveness than the walk of holding things that will kill my spirit, and that will cause things to happen spiritually in my life that I don't want to happen. And so if I don't want heaviness, and I don't desire to hold on to things that weigh my spirit down and cause me to lose my way spiritually, then I must have this way of life before me at all times, no matter what. And so, and when these things crop up, when I don't want to, then I throw myself into harder working to help others to achieve their goals in their lives. And that's how we do it. When we have unforgiveness in our heart and we are struggling with it, there is a remedy, and that is to go find somebody to help and do something spiritually for that person. If it's nothing but taking a homeless person out to eat or paying for an elderly person's groceries that's in front of her, making a contribution, has been the alternative until we get there. That is the route that you must take. In order to get there, you must do this. Okay? Now, I also want to do a breakdown. So everybody got this on the board, or you need a little bit more time to write it down? Or is this, does anybody need a little time to write this?
Yes, someone does.
Okay.
Amanda, that was you saying, yes, you need more time?
Okay. Wanted to close the blinds a little bit to help it a little bit more.
When you moved the board, it took some of the glare away, so it was really helpful.
All right. Is that better now?
Yes.
All right. So let me move it just a little bit. Is that better?
Let me change
All
it.
right. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna finish turning that down.
Yeah, right where you are right now.
Is that better?
Yes.
All right. All right. So feeling alchemized, peace of mind, thirst and desire to learn, releasing and letting go of the past pain, being a better person to others, clarity or clear thinking, favor / erase karma with the cosmos, relief from others' guilt or burdens, and being more accepting and understanding of others, and causing us to be more compassionate. And then up here, it's got cleared up darkness, and you became more open-minded, and releasing of negativity, and being forgiven, being spiritually minded, and a load being lifted, feeling righteous, being the change we want to see, feeling unstuck, seeing others from their side, and having humility. Okay. Still need a little bit more time. Anyone?
I think everyone is good, Empress.
Okay. All right. I want to bring out some important points about words, because our desire is to not to be stuck on where we are, and we have to pay attention to certain things about words. If we say forgive, right? Then you have forgiven. Then you have forgiven. And forgave. Okay. So when you look at the word forgive, do you think that's immediate energy? Is that something, if you say the word forgive, is that in the now? Or is that that's in the future? Or is it past?
In the now.
Okay.
Now.
So that's the present. What about that past, present?
Past
Past.
and yeah, past.
Past.
Forgiven? ING?
Present. I would say present.
Forgiven is in the past.
Forgave?
Past.
Past.
Past. Definitely in the
Okay. You got to know where you at with words. It's important. Lady Dancing Son?
Ashe, Ashe, I'm feeling you. I was just thinking about what the term word means, right? Metaphysically speaking. So I looked it up, and if I may read it.
Yes.
Okay. In a metaphysical context, the word, quote unquote, the term word, is the creative power of God, the divine thought, or the logos, which contains all ideas and is the principle of order and regularity in the universe. It is the divine blueprint for creation, which can be brought into manifestation through the power of thought and spoken intention. This concept emphasizes that the word is not just a sound, but the underlying divine idea or spiritual substance that gives rise to the physical world.
Okay. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful about past, present, and future of a word that we use, because it can keep you from the ultimate goal of the word based on how you present the word in your speech. The word itself is the power, has the power to manifest your reality. And if your reality is stuck in the past and waiting and hoping something to come forth, then that's all you're going to be, is in the waiting.
Okay.
So you must stay in the present, because the present is the gift from the past that will then lead you on to your future.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are forgiven, that's in the present, because you're doing it now. You're forgiving, and because you are forgiven, and you're doing it in the present. It's not a past thing. So I wrote that there because of your thought, and I didn't want to crush your thought when you said past. The past is en, forgiven. You are forgiven. Another way to manifest and to make sure that we are getting the power of the word that we desire is that the word shall, the word will, and the word, and if you notice in the Bible, it uses the word O, or the letter O. Did you notice that? Well, that's acknowledging the Ayin Sof. And so when you start to put these and add these to the equation, shall and will, then it has to be. It's already came to be because it already is. And if you're speaking a word in the present like it is, or I've already, then it shall be what you say. Did you get that, Empress B?
Yes, ma'am.
So what was the moment that you got? What did you get out of what I said?
Well, if you're speaking it, if you're like you said, if it's so, I mean, it shall be, meaning that you're commanding it. So if you're forgiving, you're doing it in the present. You're commanding something to happen now. And so that means it shall be. It shall be so.
Yeah. And this is the language
Of the Ayin Sof.
of the Ayin Sof, which is the language of God. God is has the power to command and bring forth. It doesn't speak in I hope, or something. It speaks in the now. God is in the now, always in the now. And so we must make sure that we're adding the power words and this letter O, because the O, oh, how great thou art. Remember that? Oh, how great. If you think about it's still, the O is still this right here. Did you see what I drew?
Yes.
Okay, that's the same as this.
Yes.
They acknowledge it in the word, but we don't start our sentences out like that, do we? That's acknowledging the God, the language of God, the God seek. Oh, how great thou art. A lot of the proverbs and songs of Solomon and all of that, it has a vibratory frequency. They got to have the feminine energy to make it work. And to manifest and to bring forth, because the creative power and the principle of order and the power of thought is in the feminine energy. It's in the old. So you're going to be the manifester of the word and be the word from the I.E. So from the higher realm of oneself, to be a manifester and a creator of energy and power. So it's important to know the power of thought, the principle of order, and the creative power of God. Because after all, a man will say, oh God, oh God. So why can't we acknowledge the O in God? Oh God. So that's something to think about. Lady Dancing Sun?
Mm-mm. I'm good, Ma. I don't
Okay.
have anything to add.
All right. Does anybody have anything to add of what I just said?
Empress.
I don't have anything to add, Empress. I have a question that I wrote down when we were talking about the fruits of forgiveness.
Mhm.
And my question would be, and well, I'm just going to ask it. When you forgive, yet you still feel the emotion from the act or the deed that was done,
Mhm.
how do you deal with, how could you go about dealing with that? Still stand, even if you, I forgive you, but you still feel that sting,
Yeah.
that pain, that
Yeah.
that little bit of anger, but not so much you want to tear up something. How do
Right.
you, where do you compartmentalize that? Because that's one of the things that I sort of deal with a little bit. I know I've forgiven. I'm over it. Somebody's working outside, sorry. I'm over it in that sense, but I still feel a little sting from what happened.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Remember the story I said, you find a place in the house And that may be your internal house, or it may be a really physical spot in your house. That when it comes by to visit, what did I say?
You said to put it in the corner. When it comes by to visit, you acknowledge it, but you tell them you got to go on and you put it back in the corner.
You put it in the corner and acknowledge it and nurture it.
That part.
That part right there, because that's what it's asking for. It's asking for acknowledgement and for you to nurture it. And once you do that, then it don't need you as much, and it might not even come by as much. And then when it does, it's just waving his hand to let you know you're doing great and to measure how far you've come. But it doesn't stay around and linger around, and it doesn't hurt anymore. It's just been a part of the memory that was created on your journey. It's a part of your journey, and it's something that you cannot ever be rid of, but it has its place.
Yes, I remember that. I remember the story now. But what I've noticed doing the forgiveness, I've been doing it, but I've been doing it more lately. It's like when people notice that you forgive quickly and that you still have a smile, you still walking with your head held high, and you going about your day. You have no.
When it starts to affect you, where you're not functioning in a spiritual manner, then you know you haven't forgiven.
No, I mean when other people notice that you're quick to forgive them.
Yeah.
They continue. It's like the challenge for them. They continue to attempt to push those same buttons just in a different way to see if they can knock you off of that new found forgiveness that you have for them. And it's you see people differently now when you sit in your God seat. And it's
Well,
just like, really?
yeah. Well, there now you have to look at it a little bit differently. Can I help you with that?
Please do. Yes, ma'am.
They're doing it to perfect you. How is it going to be perfected if you don't allow it?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And
Yes.
that's what it is. It's coming faster than you probably want it to, but it is doing what it's supposed to do.
Yes. It's doing its job. That's
It's
right.
doing its job. And you get to see your measurement.
Yes.
So don't feel like they're doing it. No, they're being used
Yes,
to
ma'am.
perfect you.
Yeah, I remember that now.
And they're being perfected because they're seeing something different from you. And as long as you be consistent with them when they do what they do, then they will then learn from you that it is possible that people do forgive and that they stay in the spirit of forgiveness no matter what they do or don't do. It's not predicated upon what they do or don't do, but it's how you respond to them and the opportunity. And you have to see it as that.
Oh, I got it. Gratitude.
Yeah.
Ashe.
That help you.
Oh, absolutely. You've taught these things and I have them in my notes, but it's when these come up, it's good to be reminded. So yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And if you are so fortunate to remember what I said, then it's a part of your life already.
Yeah.
Because the seed is planted and now it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's part of the nurturing process and part of the growing process of you to allow it.
Yes, ma'am.
Ashe.
All right. I yield.
That was a great question.
It was.
And a great reminder. It was just all on point. That was that mutual exchange of energy.
It was. That's why I laughed so hard because when she said it, I'm like, oh yes, I remember.
Yeah. So, so you must know it's a part of my life because I keep coming back to what I said. And it's not going to change because it's been a part of my life. And I've been tried and true
Oh.
and found true and my forgiveness. And don't look at it as a person trying to try me.
Mhm. Mhm.
Scripture comes to mind too, that you're creating in yourself a clean heart and renewing a right spirit. Yeah, that's what the offenses are for.
I say. That's great.
Anyone else?
Shay, love and light, if I may expound a little on, I'm always being brought to, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. So speaking from the language of my I and soul, to forgive, I have to forgive. I have to be it. It.
Yeah.
And live it and expound on it. And to be forgiving is I have to continue to be it as I live, and speaking with Empress B, if they come back and try it again in a different way, you continue to be forgiving, be it, speaking it from your I and soul, being the word forgive, being the word forgiving, and I yield.
You better go ahead, Sister Violet Hawk. Teach this class.
Y'all better unmute your mic, because she just really went there.
I love that.
Yes,
Yep.
Shay.
Drop the
Yes, Shay.
mic.
Awesome. Love and light. L-Y-do-do. L-Y-do-do.
That's it. That is the lesson in everything in the beginning.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Okay, so here's what it looks like. Or what she said. That's what it looks like. You got to be it. You got to be the language that she just spoke. You got to be that word. You got to be it. Let that soak in for 1 minute. That's you. Beneath, that's you.
Ashe.
Being. Be and be in. You're being it at all times.
Ashe.
That's who you are. That's your character. That's one of your faculties.
Ashe.
Of your divinity, your divine mind. That's what this whole thing is about, is being the fruit. You're the fruit. Okay? That's what it is. You be the fruit.
Ashe.
Don't be the poison fruit, but be the fruit that bear the deed. And being the deed is like breathing. It's part of who you are, and being in your divinity. And being in your divinity has great fruits of the spirit, faculties of your divinity, your divine mind, part of that is that word of forgiveness. I'm being that at all times. Because the power of it has substance, lasting substance of who we are in our right action, right response to the transgressions or trespass. When others trespass us, how do we see the trespass? Do we hold on to it? Because the word trespass.
Mom, just so you know, Cookie's hand is up.
Okay, Cookie, go ahead.
Empress, can we put love after giving? Because what's coming to mind is after listening to Violet Hawk and Empress B is what are we giving? And if we're gonna if we're giving anything and being from our God seat, we are forgiving from our cup that overfloweth. And our cup is our black dot, and we are giving love no matter how many times they come to transgress us. We're always giving love and peace.
Right.
So that we're for the giving of love. We are love.
Okay. And you're right. And so we have to name what we give. That's what you bringing to our attention.
Yes, ma'am.
Is
Yes.
that okay? What are we forgiving? What are we for giving? Are we forgiving a trespass? Because that's not quite. You have to complete the sentence and complete the deed. What is the deed behind the forgiving? What are you giving? And you're giving love and you're giving peace. You're giving remedy because love covers all things. And peace saves lives.
And you're not only giving it to them, but you're restoring it within yourself.
Right. Or you shielding it.
Yes. Yes.
You're shielding yourself from whatever may be coming your way through that person. That you're shielded already because you already being in the act of forgiving. So you're not going to be affected by whatever someone does because this act is always in motion with you. And so when you love and peace, because a lot of times people think that just because you love and you give peace, that you're a doormat. And I'm going to address that.
That part.
Because a lot of times people will do things because they know how you are. But they don't make no mistake about it. In the God seat, God has the power to give you your just reward too. And what I mean by that, if somebody was to come up to you and they hit you, do you turn the other cheek? I'd like to hear what some of your answers are.
Amanda had her hand up just a minute ago, Empress.
All right. Miss Amanda?
I just wanted to say that this is it's so powerful. I'm feeling it, and
it's not just a word that we throw around anymore.
right. And being the fruit of the spirit,
Mhm.
we have to realize that what fruit that we are growing. You have to realize that you the tree,
Mhm.
and all the branches, all the faculties. You don't want it to bear the poisonous fruit. It's so deep, and I'm like, I'm just feeling it, and whew, I just wanted to share that.
Yeah,
Ashe, Ashe, it's powerful.
it's powerful. It's just like we never really just took the time to feel these things. And so they've been there for us, but we haven't had the the seat, discovery of our seat first of divinity.
Mhm.
And love, just like any other word that we just have used in society, just to say it, but not really feel it and understand the meaning of it and how it activates in our DNA. The right spirit of it is important. And so I'm glad, because this is about feeling it and knowing it, because then it becomes a way of life for us in a different light.
Mhm.
And we can speak protection over ourselves so that we don't be harmed by people's behavior, because they do affect us. Like she was saying, how do you get over this thing? And it comes by and visit. I mean, I forgive him, but why do I keep feeling this? Because you really need to understand what it is like to really do it, really exercise it. Because once it comes by, it doesn't have anything to do with that other person anymore.
Ashe.
It really doesn't. It has everything to do with you processing the feeling behind what the other person has done, because you've already done the act of forgiving, but now you gotta deal with the aftermath of what that person done, which is separate now. You got to separate the deed from the person now, because you've already dealt with the person. Now you got to deal with the deed and how it made you feel. Thank you for sharing that, Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Ashe. Ashe. And the sister Royal Star Goddess has her hand up. And then after that, Vicky Powers.
Okay.
I share divine greetings, everyone. This is a beautiful, powerful lesson. I'm glad that you're continuing the lesson of forgiveness. Because the last class I had a question for you, which you answered beautifully, and I wanted to answer the question that you just asked. As far as if someone, you know, if they trespass against us, basically like, do we turn our cheek? So I said yes, but not to give that person access to hit us again, but instead to, as we're turning the cheek, we're forgiving in the present. But we're also, instead of giving them access to the other cheek to trespass against us again, we are removing access to this cheek, that cheek. Is we're setting up a boundary and turning away from them with love, so that we protect ourselves from being trespassed, again.
Right. So a lot of times what we make our error at is like when we forgive someone, that we go right back into a relationship uh with them as though it never happened. Now don't be no fool, right? we have to remove access, and we have to set boundaries. That's part of love, loving ourselves. Y'all hear what I just said? Now we got to turn that love and that forgiveness back on ourselves so that we can continue the act of forgiving while we are setting boundaries so that we love ourselves enough to set boundaries and remove access. That don't mean we go back or let them back into our lives. We can love people from a distance. And you don't get another opportunity to come at me and have a spot in, you have to earn it. If you sincerely want me back in your life, then you have to earn it. Where I'm okay. And if I'm never okay with you being back in my life, then know that I love you from a distance. And if you ever need a drink of water, it is my obligation to give you the drink of water, but I can hand it to you with a long handle spoon. And I can exercise the power of love from a distance. And so you don't give an opportunity to hit my other cheek. So you love with boundaries. And you can love with a long handle spoon. And that when you exercise forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean to bring the person back in your life again. If they want to be in your life and they sincerely want to, then they'll try, because it ain't on me. It's on me to take care of me.
Ashe.
And take care of myself and not give you access to me ever again unless there is something exercised in my spirit that says it's okay. Because otherwise, I can be all right without you being in my life, and that I can be okay with forgiving you and just leave it like that. I wish you well in your endeavors, but this is where we separate, and that you have a right to separate yourself. Miss Vicky, thank you, Miss Cookie and Amanda.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. Love and light family. Love and light Empress. Love and light Lady Dancing. I want to say star instead of sun, but Lady Dancing Sun. Um, I apologize for coming in late, but it's all right. I'm here for myself. Um, so I'm kind of on the end of it. So I didn't know what the initial question is, but I wanted to say, ashe, ashe, ashe with everyone's experience and your feedback, Empress. What I wanted to add that even loving from a distance is good, but the key thing is yourself, to love yourself. And I know that the best way for me to not turn my other cheek, as far as allowing it to happen again, is to work on me, because I know with trauma that sometimes you have to reprogram the mind. So I say that in the fact that I thought I was over some trauma. It's like this is so ongoing. There's layers to things. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember one time I said that the body remembers the score, that your physical body remembers certain traumas, even though your mind had forgave them and you forgave and you moved on, that you still have to do shadow work. You still have to reprogram things that can trigger you. And I say that, for example, is hypothetically, I'm going to make up a hypothetical name. I'll say Juan. So I used to hate Juan, right, for whatever reason. And then I forgave and I said, okay, I love Juan. But with that said, I just had a short phrase when I needed a longer refrain, meaning more something positive. For example, more so, I love myself more than I love so and so, or that's not a good example. Let me go back. Let me rewind. Okay, so I like oranges, right? Um, say I hate oranges, but I want to program myself to eat healthier, so I love oranges. I just don't say just I love oranges. I say that I love oranges because it, gives me more nutrients. It fills my body with, more H3O, right? And it helps my, body do me good where I'm going to be healthier and whatever, whatever. So more on it. So I'm saying that to say that regarding a particular trauma, going back to Juan, right? I might hate Juan because something, say a fight happened and I got hit with the cast iron pan, right? A cast iron pan. So when I hear that clicking of that cast iron pan, even though I don't no longer hate him, I'm hearing that clacking of that pan across my head, or it's reminding me getting hit. So that's putting that back into my reality. So there's so many layers. And that's why it's so important that since we are God, that we can transmute whatever we have and we can just put a whole list of things with that. Because once we get over one, the other layer comes back. And then the last thing I wanted to say was regarding relationships, right? You don't have to allow that other person back. But the key thing is to say the positive affirmations. Why? Well, you don't even have to have that positive affirmation, right? The key thing is to love yourself no matter what. Because if you don't love yourself, nobody else can. And it's important not to be that doormat anymore and to wipe that off. So it may need layers. You may have to, remove certain things that remind you of the good times, but also through the pros and cons that they aren't healthy for you and it's toxic and that you got to the language of letting go. The key thing is to let go. So you let go not only of them, but anything that gets in the aspects all layered up in that. So hopefully someone understands me because I know I went down the rabbit hole, but it's more than just one element. There's always layers, and I call them different aspects, and I yield.
So, in all that you said, it all goes back to having boundaries and setting them healthy boundaries is part of self-love. I mean, how are we going to heal ourselves if we don't have boundaries that people can run up in us anytime we get ready, do anything they want to us and feel like they can do it and get away with it? And that it's all right, we can be doormats. That don't mean we have to be doormats to people to use us and abuse us. And so I'm glad that you brought that up in the scenarios that it is different layers and different stages of forgiveness. Because it is for us at the end of the day, the forgiveness is not for the other person, but for us to be okay mentally and spiritually.
Ashe.
That really is the key here. That we ain't doing this for them. Because after all, they don't deserve anything other than us to do it for them, because we have to do it for ourselves. And doing it for ourselves first, then we can do it for others. And that's the key. Most people go out and do the act, but they got a lot of unforgiveness of themselves for the things that they've done are not being quite right. Because sometimes people's stuff bring our own stuff up. And it's a measurement as to how far we have gone or grown in this era. So thank you. Now, I want to
We have another hand, Empress. I don't know if you want to move yet.
Go ahead.
M. Williams.
Love and light, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. And I just would like to say that I have issues with trust. I have trust issues, and I and I don't know if that's a part of forgiving or unforgiveness, but I have a problem with trust issues because when I reach out to try to go to get help, and love, it seems like I'm always pushed away because of certain, I guess, the energy that I carry. And it has to do with people in higher places that affect my abilities. And so it had caused me trauma to even speak and get my words out, where I was dealing with anxiety, or sometimes I listen and I don't really hear correctly. So I'm dealing with trust issues. And I realize that it probably is from boundaries, but and being here is just helping me to trust again. And I yield. That's how I feel.
Do you recognize that you have to give time?
Yes.
That time heals all wounds, and that you have to recognize that everything is a process. 50 miles in, 50 miles out. If that's been a part of your life for a long time and you never learned how to really do forgiveness and be it may be a shorter time now that you've got some tools to now work with. It shouldn't take as long to restore the trust, because that's what the unforgiveness does. It doesn't restore, but trust comes and is restored when we be the word. Be it. And it will lift. If you trust the process. Takes time. Sometimes in the promises that I'll read shortly, that can help you understand the process, okay? Just be gentle with yourself. First of all, you got to learn to trust you, because that's where it begins and ends, and that's where the middle is. It's all of it is you.
Shay.
This ain't about you trusting anybody else but you. Do you trust you? Because that's what you're saying, that I don't trust myself. Because if you know what to do about that person. And what the remedy is about the other person. And you'll realize it ain't about them. It's about you trusting yourself and trusting yourself and how you see a thing and how you handle it. Okay?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Does that make sense to you, Amanda? It ain't about you trusting the other person. Because you're holding on to what they done to say you don't trust them or you don't trust. But really what you really saying is, I don't trust myself enough that I can get over what this person has done to me. That it's easier to hold on to the familiar about what they have done than to really let go and trust yourself that it is the right thing to do for you to let go. That you trust yourself enough and love yourself enough to trust yourself that it's okay. That's our order. Cookie.
I understand or understand what you're saying, Mom. And I know that it probably is a part of me because I have the unforgiveness. But when I forgive and then, I reach out and I try to do things best for myself, it's a reoccurring thing of groups of people attacking me and, causing me financial issues or health issues. And I've been going through this now since 2012 of constantly being attacked. And my heart chakra has been activated, and I stay in love, with myself. But I maybe I need to just put myself first before I put others first, because I always want to do for other people before I do for myself. And I recognize that in my art that I do and jewelry that I make. Like for example, if I want to make some jewelry, I wonder if this person would like this, if I do it this way. But I noticed when I started doing it the way I like it, it will come out better. So I think maybe it's me needing to put myself first is what the universe or divine mother and father God is trying to tell me.
Well,
And
what I said in the beginning,
yes,
Miss Williams, is that that you gotta everything starts with us, the resentment, the harm that we done to ourselves, because it's easier to look at what everybody else done on their part, right? But when we start with ourselves first and cleaning up ourselves and restoring us, then all that other stuff, it really doesn't matter after that.
yes,
So stop focusing on so much of what they done and you trying to forgive them. Let's look now first with you and the things that you've done that you haven't forgiven yourself for. And you do your healing on the things that you've done to yourself.
yes.
And when you do that first, then when you get to that, then instead of it looking like this, it's gonna look like this. Because you done shared it, what's really going on with you is you.
Shame.
That's what's going on. What's going on is you. It ain't really them yet. Because you showed up before they did. And so you've been with you for the longest. They've been gone. When whatever happened, it's been gone. It didn't happen today, so it's in the past. And so they moved on and you still holding on to what they done. But if you would back up before you get to that and look at all the stuff that you've done and the unforgiveness that you have for yourself and your imperfections, then when you start doing you and loving you, then it's easy to let go of everybody else's past transgressions that has happened to us. Okay. Sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow.
Ashe.
And I can tell that you struggle with letting it go, but you keep coming back and sharing it. Okay. Because nobody's going to get tired of hearing it.
Ashe.
You're going to keep coming back until one day you come and say, I've let it go. And you're processing, you're in the process now. Okay. Because you're in your third week with us. And you will continue to share this until the pain is no more. Okay? Go ahead and let it out. I need everybody to stretch your hands to her and ask her divinity to allow her to redeem herself and heal herself with her own words of kindness and her own redemption process to redeem yourself from the healing, for the healing and from the hurt that was caused by others, but most of all the hurt that we caused ourselves. And we're gonna send this to you and embrace you. And if we can take some of that off of you right now, I'm gonna hold up this trash can. And I want you to see this trash can right here. Can you let it go?
Yes,
For
I can.
one more time. Throw it in the trash can. And see it right there with us now. It's with us now. And I want you to continue to talk about your hurt and your pain. Every time you come to Metaphysical Bible Study, I want you to talk about it till one day you ain't gonna want to talk about it no more because it'll be relief.
Ashe.
I'm not gonna tell you to stop talking about this, and here she go again, because that ain't my nature. Can you go turn those potatoes off for me, please? Because I smell them. Thank you.
Um, Mom,
Yes.
it's just that I'm a seer, and I can see when people do things to me and I don't like it. And I work really hard to try to ignore the visions and the searing that I'm doing. And for the past maybe 15 years, it's my gift is not a burden, but it hurts my spirit to know that people are doing things to try to stunt my growth. And that's, it took me 2 years to come to you because I want to be forgiving. I want to put these things away. I really do. But when I see them and they're constantly doing, and I'm talking about organizations and, big organizations. And I remember you showed me everything that you showed me before on the panel as far as forgiving all those organizations. And I work really hard in my mind to do that. But I don't, I just, like you said, I just have to keep coming here talking about it so I can get it off my chest because I just want to be left alone so I can do what I'm supposed to do for my grandchildren.
Okay. So I'm going to give you an assignment. Okay. Is it hurt or resentment? That's the first thing.
Explain resentment.
That you're angry. What they done. Or are you hurt?
Both of it. Both. I'm not so much angry, it's just my feelings are hurt. And
Okay. Then let's stay right there then. Okay. So I want to give you an assignment. Your assignment is I want you to find a space in your house. I want you to find a little table and a chair, 2 chairs.
Okay.
And set it up in a space in your house, preferably in a corner in a room that you're not using, or just in an open space where you feel comfortable at. Okay.
Yes.
And so I want you to set up one of those little round tables. Go to Family Dollar. They got them. They got them there. They may got them at Walmart. Little round table. Put your little buy a little round tablecloth. Your favorite color, whatever it is. Okay. And I want you to one chair. I want to be a special chair. It's your chair. Go find you, buy you a chair. Go to a secondhand store or antique store, wherever it is. Look on the internet, find you that chair, right? And then I want you to find a chair for this pain and this resentment that you want to put it set it in. Okay? So you get to choose it all. And then once you put that where you want it, I need you to every day, I want you to bring it a cup of tea, and I want you to bring it a sandwich that you like. And fix you a sandwich and fix it a sandwich, or half a sandwich, or bring it a piece of fruit and put it there. And I want you to go in over there, and I want you to sit and drink your tea, and you eat your sandwich, and you have a conversation with the organization or whoever it was. And if it's multiple ones, then let it be gather them all, but give them only one seat, and they can share that seat, right? Rest of them can stay standing around them.
Yes.
And have the conversation and say, you know, what you've done, it's been a while. So I'm ready to deal with you. Because they left their spirit behind. And so you got to talk to the spirit and get the spirit straightened out of the deed. Because they moved on physically, but they left the imprint of their spirit with you that you're going to have to do something with. And so I need you to sit with it. And stop. Don't blame it. And stop pointing what they did. They already know that. You already know that. Now, what is your remedy to now forget about it? What is it that's going to make you okay with what they've done?
Ashe.
And then you go from there and then come back and give us the update about that. Because you rehearsing it, what they done, it's not going to do you any good, and it's not favorable for you and your spirit and your divinity.
Yeah.
So now you're going to have to deal with the spirit of what they done and left with you.
Yes.
That's where I want you to start at. I want you to go shopping.
Okay.
And I want you to fix it every day. And if you don't spend but 15 minutes, no less than 15 minutes a day, sitting and speaking to them about the injustice, because the spirit of them is still there with you. You have to find a way to get rid of the spirit and quieten the spirit. Because they're going to keep being there until you deal with it correctly.
Yes.
That's why it keeps coming at you. Because you want to deal with it in a way that's not helping you. And talking about it and speaking about it is keep regurgitating the act. And that's one of the things that will keep it alive in with you, is you keep talking about it as though it's still there. When the act is already done. And my sweetie has a word for you, because I guess he heard me speaking to you. And so I'll let him come around to give you the word.
Okay, thank you, Mom. I appreciate it.
Greatness is within you.
Yes,
Greatness is within you.
Yeah.
The word is El Ra'ufu. Be kind. When I speak that word, it's a certain vibration that gives out a certain tone for yourself to forgive yourself. That just means to be kind to you. Just like the same word, El Gaforu, to forgive. fully, not
Yes.
halfway, all the way. When you release the animosity or whatever you have built up with inside yourself, you repair yourself. Alawadudu, love yourself. 12 steps helped me love myself because I was loving everybody else besides myself. That's how you fix yourself.
Yeah.
You fix it with love. Love is a frequency that breaks down anything and everything. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to love yourself again. No matter what people put you through, no matter what you went through, it's not how you fall, it's how you what? How you get up. How you get up.
Heck yeah.
Ain't how you fall, it's how you get up. I said this previously time over and time over again, but I want you to take these words and I want you to let it vibrate throughout your whole entire soul. Be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
Be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, greatness is within you.
Yes.
Don't search for it nowhere else. It's in you. And the tears you cry, it's that releasing of whatever you're holding on to. Just let it go. Let it go. You are the love that you're looking for. Ashe, I love you.
Sure. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. So you have your assignment, and I want you to start working on it immediately. Okay? And breathe.
Yes.
Okay? All right.
Thank you.
And you're going to be okay.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
I yield.
Okay.
You have two more hands, Mom.
Okay.
Cookie and Delarice.
All right.
Empress, I am ever so grateful. I'm always grateful for what you serve up. I really am. Um, I especially love how you're breaking down how we are to call our energy back. Because you can't love without pulling your energy back into what you've been feeding energy into. We're losing our energy. We need all of our energy to love us first. And I just love how you've labored in love to break that down to us. Because we definitely need all of the love to move forward for this nation and for the children for the next 7 generations. And it's just so beautiful. And I'm grateful. And I yield.
Ashe.
Ashe. Delarice, you have to unmute.
I just love and light everybody again. I just want to tell Sister, I think her name was Williams, Sister William. I was there where you at for a long time until I got into this class. I loved everybody. I did for everybody. I was there for everybody. But it hit me so hard. My mother used to tell me, Delarice, you got love for everybody else besides yourself. You need to love yourself. And I didn't know this until I got in this class and graduated. We go through a lot of changes. But what I used to do since I've been in this class is write down all the things that I done, all the things that people done to me. And after I got there, I just prayed over in my higher being and I burned it. And ever since I did that, ever since I done that, I start loving myself first now. I don't care what other people need, but I love myself first. And then I could bring out the love for everybody else. So I just wanted to let you know, I've been where you at until I got in this class. This class had brought me a mighty long ways. The things that I have learned in this class, I never knew about before I got in this class. And my higher beings and my prayers and my loves go out to you because you would be where I'm at because I was there where you was at. And I just pray that everything that you're going through, you write it down. Take it out of your heart. Take it out of your chest. You can see what you wrote down, burn it up, and it will go away. Love and light. I pray for you every day. I
Appreciate you.
yield.
Thank you.
Ashe. That's it for the hands, Empress.
Thank you. As we close, and I want to everybody to be aware of language within the language. That a further esoteric is going on. And I don't know if you remember when I don't know what word it was that I might have been seeing, that I broke down and went behind the scene. Y'all remember when I went behind the scene and I broke that word down by the syllables, and then looking at the word backwards. And so I want you to see something, and we'll go over it some more next week. I want to make sure you all can see this, because I want you to start to realize there's more to words than meet the eye. You're just now coming into the metaphysical understanding of words. But I also want you to go deeper in looking at these words. Okay? So the word for, another one of it is F-O and F-U mean blessing. I don't use the word blessing because blessing is saying be less. Be lessened. Be less. Okay, so that's why we don't use this word here. But so I use the word blessing. And then if I spell the word backwards, R-O-F, and I put R-O-F in metaphysically, meaning it means rod, it means spiritual power, it means life, mastery, cleansing, and purification. Oh, y'all better recognize these things and start to look behind and pull the word all the way up.
Ashe.
Okay. And then the word give. G-I means discipline, tradition, commitment, purity, and white. And then I looked up the word VE, and what it says, VE mean metaphysically is the fundament, is dealing with the fundamental nature of reality, existence, and knowledge through abstract reasoning and logic. And then the word EVIG, which is spelled backwards, means reality in existence.
Wow.
So think about this word on a deeper level as you start to look these words up backwards. it's important that you understand the words backwards and metaphysically so that you can get a deeper spiritual root in understanding the nature of the word itself from the spiritual aspect. Okay. Now we're getting ready to close, but before we do, I wanted to know if Bridget and Batar will close us today with the meditation for about maybe 10 minutes or so to close out today's metaphysical Bible study. And I trust that everybody enjoyed yourselves today and a little bit more looking at forgiveness and the nature of it. And I trust that I'm passing the trash can one more time for those who need to throw away some things, and so that we can get rid of it. Okay. See, I got the trash can ready. Miss Roberta, you got your hand up?
Yes, ma'am. Real quick, I just want to say gratitude and Shay, because again, you have showed us another thing that not many of us think of. Your patience is off the charts, because what you said out your mouth to her, I appreciate your patience and thank you for showing that to us. Because I know I'm not the only one who had that thought in my head, and you cleared it up for everybody. So I want to say thank you for that.
Yes. Well, thank you for your vote of confidence as Lady Dancing Son and myself help you all to go to better realms and be in a better condition than when you come. That's the whole idea. And as I get my rest, and I might not be, all my voice is not out there like that right now because I have to reserve my energies, that I'm still showing up for you all as well as myself, because I'm dealing with my own stuff too, and everybody knows what my stuff is. So I'm exhausted. I didn't realize how much I've been working over the years until recently. So I don't want to lose my zest to give you all what you need to move to higher tasks in your life. And that I'm glad that Lady Dancing Son is here with me. And I'm gonna preserve my energies, the rest of it for tonight, because we've got the children tonight, and we got number 2 tradition tonight to go over. And I need to make sure that I'm in my right spiritual nature so that I can continue to pour into all of you all's life. And Lady Dancing Son, if you have the last words before Bridget or Patar or them both come in and close out with a short meditation, that would be great.
Okay. Ashe. I want to echo what Sister Cookie said, and Sister Roberta, just in how you give from your heart and divine mind, the purity of shucks truth, the word, and how to be, not just speaking it at us or to us, but you're teaching and enlightening from your soul, from your God seat, and the words that are spoken, that you speak, that you share about how to live righteously, how to see and perceive our human experience as divine. It's moving. The words are moving us from our lower natured self to our higher natured selves. It's doing exactly what you're intending and the metaphysical Bible study is intending to do. So I salute and honor the God in me and the God in you and the God in each and every one of us. Keep coming with it, Big Mama. Keep coming with it. I say, Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of God is moving upon the face of all of our deeps and letting there be light. And it is so. Ashe, I yield.
I, Mm.
Now what you do, Empress?
Sure.
And what do
Good
do?
night, Empress.
Oh, what to do?
Oh,
We
I
love,
do. We love you.
much love.
Do do.
Gratitude,
Love
Empress.
you.
El
Thank you,
Wazudu,
Empress.
yes, we
Thank
do
you.
love
Wadudu.
you.
Much
Appreciate you
love.
so
Thank you.
much.
Much
Much
gratitude.
love, Big Mama. We love you so much. You are our rock and our soul. And I thank you for being in our life, Mama, Big Mama. You have brought us a mighty long ways. And I'm so grateful to have you in my life. Just keep doing what you're doing because you're bringing so much love into our lives. And I'm grateful for that. And I share.
Sister Roberta.
I have one more request. A lot of people are pulling on Mother's energy, and I would just request that somebody teach her how to clear and cleanse her energy every time that she's on these calls. That way she can, as everybody keeps on saying, regain and reclaim her energy back because a lot of people are pulling on her. And I just request that somebody teach her how to cleanse her energy.
Ashe, on in the background at all times. She's good.
Ashe, she
We got
is.
it. We got it. We good. Thank you, Sister Roberta.
Appreciate your request and your sensitivity.
Yes. Sister Amanda.
I just want to say to Empress, these are just words, but I appreciate you so much. They can't express how much I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. I thank you for what you have done for me in my life on my spiritual journey. And I hope y'all don't get tired of this, but this was a revelation that came to me the other last week. And I just want to close and say, because of Empress, I know that greater is she that is in me than he that is in the world. And I yield.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Ashe.
Thank you.
You know that resonates, Ashe.
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 And I just wanted just to just let everybody know that I've been feeling your presence and your love as I've been, taking much needed rest that I didn't know I needed. And that I appreciate all the emails and all the texts and all the phone call messages that have been left for me and let me know how much I've changed each of you all's lives. And I really didn't really realize how many lives I had changed until people started to.
Ashe.
I meant it.
That my work is not in vain, that it will continue because of what you received from me, that you take what you got from me and pass it on. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm passing on what was so freely given to me years ago. That's changing my life. Someone took the time out to show me the way. And I've gone beyond the scopes of where I was when I first started this 30 years ago, my walk myself. It's mostly many people. And it feels really great to know that what I'm doing is changing lives because it's doing what it's meant to do. And you all are showing and telling me every day. And so we'll continue. I thank you all for telling me that what I'm doing is not in vain and that it is working and is doing what it's supposed to do. And thank you, Lady Dancing Son, for joining me for such a time as this, because I need you more than you.
I'm here for you.
Thank you, Bridget and Christina and everyone. Like I said, I didn't really realize how tired I am until this almost happened, my transition almost happened. And I'm not the same, but my love is still the same. And I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing. It's making a difference in everybody's lives. So I thank you for giving me my measurement as to how I'm doing. Thank you.
Say,
Ashe, big mama.
Ashe, gratitude, mother.
Love you, big
Gratitude.
mama.
Oh, I do
Say
do.
gratitude.
I love you.
Gratitude.
Ashe.
For everything.
I appreciate
Love and
you.
light.
Everything about you, you are appreciated.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, I do.
absolutely.
Love you, big mama.
I love you all too. L.Y. do.
Love you, Big Mama. Eternal gratitude.
Oh, I do. I'll know her.
Position. However, you're divinely guided to do so. While we channel heart healing, heart chakra healing energy, healing the heart chakra, letting go, healthy energy. As much air as you can into your lungs, at the bottom of your stomach, all the way up to the top of your throat. Hold it for as long as you can.
Can't hear you very well, Sister Violet Hope.
Inhaling deep in through your nose. Holding it for as long as you can. Exhaling completely out of your mouth when you're ready. Relaxing on your exhale, bringing back in your brow area. Get the wrinkles out of your brow area, smoothing the brow area. Soften the area around your eyes, dropping your jaw. Remove your tongue from the jaw. Inhaling deep. And on the exhale, dropping your shoulders. Releasing any tension you feel in your chest area. Letting your stomach out. And cross your leg. Continue to breathe deep, exhaling completely as I channel the quantum healing energy from my heart chakra to yours for the highest of dimensions. Feeling your heart. Breathing it out on the exhale, the pain. Letting go of the resentment. Forgiving yourselves and others. Me. Forgiving. Holding it in your heart and on the exhale, letting it go. For you. You are deserving to be free. To live free. Continue to breathe deep and exhale completely. Clear your aura of any negative or stagnant energy that may be residual, present, or by beginning to channel and of the energy. Relaxing, setting your energies to receive. Right. Moving your attention to let it go. Leave it here. Put it in the trash can. Leave it here. And exhale. Relax. Release. Let go. To receive. Allow the energy to penetrate throughout your crown all the way down to your feet. Holding the gratitude in your heart. The ability to forgive. The ability to be forgiven. The ability to be forgiving. I am forgiveness. I am forgiving. I am forgiving. I'm free. I'm free to love. Free to be loved. Inhale deep. And exhale completely, relaxing over the exhale, holding the gratitude for the forgiveness you have given yourself and others, for the love you have received. And when you're ready, open your eyes, bring your awareness back to self. This moment. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. After we close.
Ashe.
Yes.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe.
Gratitude.
Ashe.
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 As we
Ashe,
close.
Bridget. Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you so very much. And as we transition out to get ready for tonight at 7 o'clock, you all keep your campaign going. Don't let it just be when we come on to the metaphysical, but we're getting you in the habit of making this a part of your life. This is an everyday thing. It's a way of life. And with that, I bid everybody a restful rest of your day. At 7 p.m. Welcome home. Love you, Lady Dancing Sun.
Good day, ladies. Love you all.
Excuse me, Mama, may I see the board? It's also very staticky.
It's all static. All static.
One word, one man can do. People running through their song. Get it how I still do.
Because it's static.
Maybe another song or
Thank you, Mama.
For a second,
So the sound is static. Is that what you said?
yeah.
It's not on my end. So maybe we need to speak another time.
Behind the song.
Say that again now.
I don't think it's the song.
It's too many people speaking. Say that again. Oh, so I don't know what the issue is. So maybe
That's it. That's it. It's fixed.
It's fixed. So we can go back to the song.
I'm playing it, Mom. Which one of those ones?
It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you like. I'm gonna stop sharing. How about that?
and turned into something living. It started as a pause between what I meant to say and what your eyes already knew. Time didn't stop, it just softened. The clock still moved, but slower, like it didn't want to interrupt what was finally true. Your hand found mine, not searching, not claiming, just resting there as if the world had always meant to fit this way. We didn't call it love, we didn't call it anything. It just breathed once, and the air became lighter, and the noise outside didn't matter anymore. Stillness had fallen, but it didn't fall apart. It fell into us, into something tender, wordless, holy. And maybe that's what love really is. spark, but the quiet that dares to stay.
I love your back. Violet.
Love and light, family.
Love and light. And
Love
what
and
do
light.
I know?
Love and light.
All I did
Love
do.
and light.